guys, so welcome back to my channel. And in our last video I showed you how to save data to the database. So saving data to the database, so now we want to grab all the users we saved into the database. So imagine maybe we are sending the data we want to display to the browser. So how do we get that and grabbing the data from the database? So that is what we'll be doing today. And in my last video I showed you how to save the data to the database. If you have not watched it, click on the link below to watch it. And let me show you the list of data in the database, and these are the list of the username in the database, the username and the password. So we are having a list of 4 users in our database. So I want to grab the users and send the data to the browser. So right here, so okay, down below let's type in app.get. So we are getting the list of all the users. So I will use the route of /users and taking the request and the response. So and right here we'll be using db.query, as you all know. So db.query. So right there, select asterisk. So this asterisk sign means all. So select all users. So that means select all users. So taking right there and grab the error here. So right here, if you are having an error, so it will send the error. So right there, put the question mark. So as you can, I'm lazy typing it. I'm lazy to type it right there. So select all user. So if there is an error, send the error. If the result is successful, send the result. So right here, let me delete this one. So save, and let's open our database. So I think I'm getting an okay right here. Where so if error, the error, and where are we getting this from? No, it's not this part. I think it's at the top right there. Okay, so if we check in the request and the response, db.query. Okay, right here. So let's close it right here. Okay, I think the error is solved. So let's type in here, I think error and results. So if there is an error, so go back right here. Okay, put it right here. So if there is an error, we get the error. If there is the user, we get the user. So let's create a new request, and before that let's start our server right there. So npm run dev. So let's go to the route for /users. So localhost 5000 /users. So let's check the meaning of our route, maybe it's correct. So /users. So and we are sending a get request right here. So let's send it. Okay, so let's remove the s from it. Okay, so Okay, right here I think I missed something. Select all from, not all, so select all from user. So let's go back and wait for the database to connect. Okay, so let's send the request again. Okay, so as you can see right here, we are getting the list of all users that exist in our database. So these are the 4 users, and imagine we want to grab a user with the ID of 2. So let me show you how to get a specific user. So right here, so let me duplicate this part, and right here, so let me search a user with the ID. So in the params, so let's grab the parameters of ID. So ID equal to request params. So select all from user. So where ID is, so we'll be using the ID right here. So it's unknown, and passing the argument of ID right here. So and so that will be it. So app.get /user, so let's use it as singular user, where the ID is equal to the ID will be passing to the params. So if the user exists, we'll be getting the user. If error occur when searching for the user, we'll be getting the error. So let's save right here and create a new request. So let's grab this route right there and paste it right here. So /users, so we want to search the user with the ID of 1. So let's send the request. Okay, connected, and we are getting the user with the ID of 1, and let's search for the ID of 2, and here we are getting the user with the ID of 2, 3. Okay, so I think it's working perfectly. 4. So imagine we are searching for a user that the ID does not exist. So let's see the response we get. So search for the user with the ID of 6, and you can see here now we are getting an empty array. That means our user does not exist, but our request is successful. So that is it. And let's say we search through the users and we want to ID. If we don't know the user ID, let's say, imagine we don't know the user ID, we want to search the user with their username. So right there, let me put in the username right there. So let's change. So I'm selecting the ID of, so username. So username. So I'm searching the user with the username. If the user exists, it will send us the user. If it doesn't, it will display an empty array. So let you comment this out, because they are having the same routes, so it might cause an error. So let's go back here and search the user with the username of, so let's look for username right here, and Jane Doe. So we have a user with the username of Jane Doe. So let's search for Jane Doe. So send. I think so. We are seeing the user right here. So Jane Doe, password Jane, and ID of 4. So let's see right here, maybe it corresponds, and you can see here Jane and Jane Doe, Jane, and ID of 4, and that's it. So let's search for another user. So syntactic and send. So we are having the user, and imagine we are searching for user that does not exist. So let me search for, okay, maybe John Doe, maybe John Doe. So let's see, and you can see right here we are getting an empty array, and that is how to search for a user and grab all users. So right here, it is not advisable to search with the username unless your username is unique. So if your username is not unique, imagine you are sending a delete request to a username and it might delete all the username with the same username. So that's all for now. If you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe and share for users to benefit from it. See you in my next video.